start wholesaling in the next 30 days. 1. Create a list of fixer. If you're an agent, you can have the title company help you identify where the fixer is in your backyard. And if you're a non-agent, go out there and do drive-by. You see it, write down the address. But 2, once you have your list, then take the list and then skip trace it and find the owner's number and then contact them. 3, make an appointment with the owner, walk through the property. Then after that, do your comparison to figure out what the property is worth as is. 4, make an offer, present to the owner, and then get it under contract. 5, find an investor buyer and then wholesale the contract to them. 6, close on the property and then get paid at escrow. My 3 rules are investing in real estate. Rule number 1, the money is made in the buy. Let me tell you what I mean by that. When I started real estate, I used to think that if you buy a property already nice and clean, that's where the opportunity is at. No. Today, the opportunity to buy a property that's a fixer-upper that can add value and force value, because I know when I'm done, I have over 20 to 30% equity. Number 2, location matter. When you invest in real estate, location is the key. You want a location where you have good appreciation and good cash flow. Good appreciation is 5% and more. Cash flow is going to be basically if you invest in the property with very little money and you still cash flow, you're doing good. Rule number 3, owning real estate is the name of the game. Folks, owning real estate is what's going to create long-term wealth and generational wealth. So it's not about fix and flip. It's about owning long-term, baby, is the key. 3 things I wish I knew in my 20s. Number 1, I wish I had the standard and the mindset of actually what it takes to actually own and do the BRRRR right like I do today, because I wouldn't have sold a lot of my property back then. Number 2, I wish I would have never took my foot off the gas pedal of my residential business. I was making a lot of money selling real estate. When I started focusing on investing in real estate, I took the foot off the gas pedal and it hurt me on getting financing with the bank on buying in more long-term property. Number 3, I wish I knew that selling real estate was just a vehicle to get to basically my end game of owning rental, which is my true North Star. I actually made selling real estate be number 1 as my true North Star, which actually took me way too long to realize, because today I would have had way more property today if I knew this.
Don't buy a house on a small lot. Buy a house on a big lot.
Here's what I look for. I look for an older fixer home on single family zone with big lots. And then what I do is I remodel the house and then I get instant equity and rent it out. But where the big money's at, you guys, is this backyard right here. What I can do is I can put a 1,000 square foot detached ADU. And that costs typically like $250,000, but in this area, it's worth like $700,000. That's $450,000 in equity off one single 1,000 square foot home. So it's always better to buy a house on a big lot than a house on a small lot, because it's a better investment. The first thing I would do is learn how to wholesale first before you start flipping, and here's why. You don't need no credit, no money when you wholesale. So the first thing is you need to learn how to find ugly house like this, and then learn how to evaluate it to know what kind of deal it is. And then you should learn how to wholesale those to start collecting money first and stack your money. As you're stacking your money and you're wholesaling deal, you're gonna learn how to actually understand the market better. You're gonna start finding a team of contractors so you can start working with them, and also a team of banker. Once you have money, contractor, and experience and banker, then you can start flipping houses. Make sense? 3 best side hustle for any teen. For 1, you can be a social media manager for somebody.
A social media manager is someone who helps grow someone's business through social media by posting videos.
Number 2, you can be a bird doggy. What that is when you're out and about and you see fixer-upper, take down the address and then send it to an investor that could buy the property. When it closed, they will actually give you a big finance fee for it.
You can buy and sell things. I bought this Billionaire Boys Club bear brick for $600 and it's going for $1,200 right now.
There's some way that Hudson and I just share with you guys on how to make money on the side hustle for teens, so try it out. The best type of bird property are fixer condition. They have blue tarp. They got junk in the yard. They have bad windows. They have bad landscaping. They have bad siding and bad roof. These are the perfect type of home and condition and the criteria for the ideal bird deal, especially with big margin. Got it? So with stock, if you have $100,000 to invest, you got to trade your $100,000 in. You're going to get $100,000 with the stock, value to value. Over here in real estate, if you got $100,000, you can leverage it. You can buy a $500,000 house, which is 20%. Appreciation, let's say it goes up 7%, both of these. 7% of 100,000 is 7,000. 7% of 500,000, which is the value, that's $35,000 a year. Now imagine doing that every single year. And in real estate, I get to have write-off, which is the biggest thing, and I get positive cash flow. That's why I invest in real estate than stock. I think what I love about my brand new 2022 Rolls-Royce Ghost. For one, I love the illuminated grille and the laser headlights. Number two, I love the brand new orange interior. Number three, I love the starlight ceiling. Four, I love the automatic door closer. I love the matching car keys to my interior. This is what I would do if I start over at zero, you guys. When I started, I thought my end game was to be the #1 real estate agent. I realized after 30 years, the real end game is to have enough passive income so I'm gonna have the option to work or not work. That is the real end game. So from there, I'll work backwards to how do I'm gonna make money to do that, how I accumulate the number of doors, what action I need to do, what knowledge I need to do. As I'm a realtor, I can work on this path so I can get here. Said I didn't have all this as the end game other than I'm a realtor. I spent 25 years being a top realtor, but that didn't actually qualify me to actually have enough passive income so I can actually have the option to work and not work. So really the clarity is, what's the end game, the true end game? And then the other question is, who do I need to be? And what do I need to do to achieve that outcome working backward to the present? Don't buy this Bentley first, buy this first. I bought this apartment building, a 27-unit apartment for $350,000. That's right, $350,000 as a major fixer though. All right, I put in about $1.2 million to rehab this property. This property worth about $5 million. That's over $3 million in equity at the end of the day. And I get $15,000 a month in positive cash flow after everything is done. Now you got, with $15,000 a month, I can easily buy one of these. That's the smart way to do it, got it? Don't buy this. Buy this. You don't want to buy the nicest house in the neighborhood. You want to buy the ugly house in the neighborhood. And here's why. You want to buy the ugly house in the area. So when you actually rehab it, when it's all done, it's worth the same as the house that's already nice. So here's an example. You can buy a home like this for $800,000 in the neighborhood. But you can buy this for about $400,000. You can put $200,000 in rehab. By the time you're all done, you end up with $600,000. Now this house is worth the same as this. There's $200,000 equity in it. We call that sweat equity. So it's always better to buy the ugly house than the nice house. How my 13-year-old is gonna become a millionaire. Number one.
I'm gonna be an entrepreneur and own my own business.
Number two.
I'm gonna build multi-family properties like my parents.
Number three.
I'm gonna own a lot of rental properties and create a lot of passive income.
Hudson, how much money do you have saved up now?
I have $12,000 saved up.
The mindset and strategy this guy knows right now, he's gonna become a millionaire faster than I did myself.